Yes, you're watching the South Australian Sports Show. Well, he was in a couple of weeks ago, Barry. We're talking about Eddie Coumi, boxing superstar, joins us. Eddie, how are you?
Good, thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
Down to Melbourne you went, mate. Took longer to get down to Melbourne than the fight itself took, mate.
Definitely.
Roger went down in 2.
Didn't last long.
Did you think it was going to play out that way?
I thought he had a bit more in him.
Yep.
But, I don't know, just a bit more prepared this time.
When we spoke about it, when you were last in, you said that you've seen him and
yeah, we fought before.
You'd fought before, you were confident of beating him, but you're not, you're saying that...
I didn't expect it, no.
That quickly?
No.
Well, you've got him.
It just happens sometimes, yeah. It just
happens in fights, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't try to look for it, it just happens.
Yeah. So what was it, how'd you knock him?
Right to the body and left hook to the head, boom.
All over. Okay, well,
is that how you hurt your shoulder?
Left hook, yeah.
Left hook to the head?
That's how I did it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
So after you've knocked him down, not being disrespectful to Roger that you've knocked down, and we're all concerned at a knockout, but you've thrown the left and then you've injured your shoulder.
Same time.
Yeah, so the shoulder now, they say 90 days to recover.
Yeah, practically torn it.
On the impact of the punch,
on the impact, yeah. He was moving into it, so...
Wow.
So what is it? What is it? It's not rotator cuff in the shoulder? What is it? What have you done?
Yeah, pretty well the rotator cuff, yeah. And it's torn, yeah.
Wow, mate, I've got a rotator cuff, though. That's not the best injury you can have.
Doc said if you keep going, it's going to tear, you're going to have surgery, so...
Yeah.
You don't want that, mate.
Nah.
So you had to miss last weekend the Nationals, right?
Yeah,
that's... Skip that, disappointing?
Very disappointing, very.
So that's a build-up to Tokyo. We talked about that last time you were on the set about getting ready for the Olympics. So what's the progress now you've missed that?
So now I've got a selection event in December.
So have you got time off? Have you got enough time to recover and get ready for...
I'm going to go to the States again, so...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You enjoyed that trip?
4 weeks in the States.
When do you leave?
I'll probably start in November.
All right.
Yeah. Be ready for December. August
the 6th, there's the 3-day boxing event that
that'd be good,
talked about. You think you'll be okay?
Yeah, well, I might be moving up to heavyweight, so...
to heavyweight?
Yeah, for that competition.
What have you got to stack on to get into heavyweight?
90, you've got to be 91, so I fought at 81 last fight.
So you've got to get 10 kilos on between now and August the 6th?
Yeah, but I have to lose a fair bit normally, so...
So what are you weighing out?
About 85.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because we discussed this before, didn't we?
Yeah,
You're out of my league.
Way out of your league.
Yeah.
You're in the super heavyweights. Hey, mate, I want to ask you this, because we talked about you've missed the Nationals, then you've got the trip to the States planned for...
November.
So November, which leads into the December stuff for Tokyo to get ready for that. August the 6th, you're thinking of putting on some weight to get into the heavyweight. You've got to drop that weight.
Got to drop it again. We're going to go to the Nationals at light heavyweight. So just for this tournament, we're going to just have a feel, see what the heavyweights are like.
Okay, so when you're, mate, out at Para Hills at the boxing club, which is your home turf, you're trying to put weight on at the same time you're trying to train, at the same time getting good shape. Take the viewers through how difficult that is.
I reckon it's a bit, it's a little bit easier from my point of view because I don't have to worry about what I've got to eat so much.
Yep.
It's more just worry about training hard and...
But you know, when you're training hard, you're obviously putting on muscle, which we know weighs more than fat, but at the same time you're training hard, it's not like most people go put weight on, great, I'll just sit at home or I'll drink a lot of beers or eat a lot of food, but in that time you're intense training as well.
Yeah. I've been laying off the weights when I'm at this weight at the moment.
Okay.
So now I can keep the weights up a little bit more. And
so you find going up easier than
a lot easier than going down, yeah.
Well, so you'll have to come down.
I have to come down a fair bit, so I don't want to go up too much.
Yeah. So you want to be at about what? 91 is what you'd.
No, I'll probably still sit around the same weight. I won't have to move up.
Okay.
It's just I won't have to lose any weight, so
it's not too bad.
Bonus.
All right. Shoulder, you think is progressing along pretty nicely?
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah. Give it a few more weeks.
They are a nasty injury, Phil. The rotator cuff. They are
a shocker.
I couldn't even lift my phone out of the pocket.
No, shocking. No,
I had surgery on mine. You can't even turn the steering wheel of the car, mate. Lucky you've got the driver to bring you in and take you out. These high-profile athletes have that kind of stuff.
Did it throwing a cricket ball?
What's that?
Did it throwing a cricket ball?
Did what? Your shoulder?
Rotator cuff, yeah.
Throwing a cricket ball?
Ripped it off the bone.
Really?
Yeah, ripped it off, yeah. Throwing a cricket ball. It's the worst injury I think I've ever had by a million miles.
Really?
Just a shocking injury.
It's hard to believe you could do that.
In the army.
You threw it 2 metres.
In the army? Yeah. No, I did. I was playing cricket in the army and threw a cricket ball in. That's all I did early, the first throw.
Strike him out?
And bang, yeah. It was the worst pain I've ever had. It was the most unbelievable thing I've ever had.
Wow.
So, and back in 19, whenever it was, I won't tell you how long ago it was, but when I kept them off our shores for a couple of years, it was about, I think it was about, it was no one knew what it was. No one knew how to repair or
So you just had to suffer the pain.
Yeah, it was shocking, but yeah.
Mate, we'd like to hear about your injury, but let's go back to Eddie just for a minute,
right.
mate. Not that we're not interested.
No, I
we
can tell you a bit more
will
about
talk
it,
about
yeah.
yours towards the end of the show. Now that
Well,
I've
been punching the heavy bag as well.
Have you?
Yeah, but she still won't cook.
Just before you do the shoulder, mate, we spoke to you about the build-up to the fight. Get in there first round. Were you feeling first round that there might have been a chance to sneak that
just
shot
feeling
in
them
the
out a bit
second?
more.
Yeah.
Just feeling them out, seeing how they are, because I haven't fought him in a year. So
Yep.
yeah, it was more just see how he is, and I felt like I was a bit stronger this time.
You know when you fight him in that first round, because there's a bit of suck and seize, but you're trying to find where his weakness is. Were you surprised that you felt stronger and better? Did it come to you early in the first round?
And I did just his shots. I didn't really take him as like I thought they were going to be a bit more powerful. Yep. But it just was like, yeah.
So then you go into your corner in the end of the first round. What's the instructions coming into the second?
Oh, my dad doesn't really say much. It's more just he just tries to rev you up a bit more. Yeah. He's more mental, my dad.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Is it easy working with your dad?
Oh, very easy, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been on every fight,
you know, sometimes that can be a bit of a.
Yep.
I don't know, but
you got to have good chemistry in the corner.
Yeah. And you've got that obviously with your dad.
He hasn't missed any fights, so every single fight I've had.
Okay. So you wouldn't know what to do without him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, when I say that, I mean that in a nice way.
I feel very comfortable with him.
Okay. And you need to be comfortable when you go into a ring, don't you? You certainly do.
He knows me. He doesn't try to push me, do things I don't know how to do yet. Or he knows what he's got to say. So
yeah.
So the training now, obviously physio and work on the shoulder. What training can you do around the shoulder injury?
Just a lot of aerobic at the moment. Yeah. Just a lot of running and stuff, and even the running hurts, you know, because of jolting and all that.
You're one of those guys that don't mind running. You know, some athletes just do it.
Honestly, I hate it. I hate running. Yeah. I dread it. Yep. I dread running. I'd rather sprint, so it's done quick. Yep. Over quick.
So when you say running, how many times a week would you be out?
Pretty much every day.
Distance?
This camp was a bit more distance. Last camp was more sprints, but we're going to go more on sprints this time again.
Why is it you're not happy with the running? Why is that?
Why don't I enjoy it?
Yeah.
It just gets boring.
Boring?
Yeah.
You have the...
even still.
Yeah?
My back hurts, my legs hurt.
Oh, diddums.
Mate, you're within striking distance.
Yeah, I know,
mate. I'm telling you.
I actually just felt that when I said it. Yeah.
I'll dread it.
Well, but there's not every part of training that every athlete likes anyway that he has to do. So
just that one
running is not your bag.
So what about skipping?
The heavier you are, the harder it is, I reckon.
Do you like the speed ball, the heavy bag, that kind of stuff you love?
Love it.
So the stuff that's skill-based and explosive, into that?
I don't mind the training, to be honest, like, it's not a massive part. I don't love training, like, I just love the fighting bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just...
Well, then maybe you need to make it go a bit longer.
We just know that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's just, you know that if you train hard, that you're going to have an easy fight, so...
Yes.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just train hard and then enjoy my fight rather than struggle in the fight, you know?
Yeah. Well.
Can I ask you, what's the longest distance you've fought?
I've been the whole 3. You won't do 3 rounds in the amateurs.
Yeah.
I've done rounds though. Like I've done about 10 rounds, 11 rounds in sparring.
You'd be happy to go into a fight tomorrow that had a 10-rounder?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like you could.
It's different pace. It's different pace with the long rounds.
Yeah.
You know, it's more. You feel them out a lot longer, and you try to get bigger shots in. Try to get them.
Yeah.
But in the amateurs, there's more points.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of knockouts.
Yeah.
No, Eddie, really appreciate you coming in, mate. Great result
Good luck,
2 weeks ago. Hopefully the shoulder can get fixed up pretty quick, mate. August goes really well into the States, and then we'll get a hold of you before you head off in December, mate. And
get everyone down at the Don Polsky Centre, eh?
Absolutely, mate.
Field boxing, August, what is it? August 6th, 7th and 8th?
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. At where?
Don Polsky.
Don Polsky Centre.
Don Polsky. Starts at what time?
About 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock on Friday.
Be there.
Need to get down. What time's your fight? Do you know that yet? Too far out?
Main event.
Main event. All right, you want to get to the main event and see Eddie Coumi go to work?
Main event.
Friday. It'll be August the 6th. Always good to talk to you,
Thanks,
mate.
You too.
Good luck, Eddie.